Hi, in this tutorial we have an exercise related to naming of alkanes and cycloalkanes. The question asks us, give systematic IUPAC names for each of the following. Let's start from the first one. The first one is an alkane and we have to find the longest continuous chain in order to be able to write the names. Let's start. Okay, so you have to try several times, sometimes, to be able to find the longest chain, continuous chain. But I'm guessing that this one, starting from this side and going all the way to the other end, this will be the longest continuous chain. And as you remember, we have to start from the end nearer to first branching point. So we have to start from this side because the first branching occurs at the second position, but at the other side, the first branching starts from at the fourth position. So for that reason, we have to start from this left side. Okay, let's write the numbering, how many carbons we have in the longest chain. So this is the first one, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. I'm not going this way because this way it will be the longer chain. So it's going to be 8, 9, and 10. Okay, we have 10 carbon chain length. Okay, so 10 is decane, so we have to know this one. So this is going to be a decane. Okay, and we have to identify the substituent. At the second position, we have here a methyl substituent. At the third position, we have another methyl substituent. At the fifth position, we have two carbon chain, which is an ethyl substituent. And at the seventh, we have three carbon chain. This is a propyl, but the propyl is attached from the middle carbon, so this is isopropyl. Then that's it basically. We have written all the, we have identified all the substituent. The second step, alphabetically, we have to write the substituents with their proper position. Okay, so we have methyls, ethyl, and isopropyl. Okay, so alphabetically, E is the first one, then it's going to be isopropyls. Isopropyl, I is the second, then the methyl. So we have to say we have an ethyl substituent at the fifth position. So this is going to be 5-ethyl, 5, then we have to use a dash, 5-ethyl. Then we have to say we have an isopropyl at the seventh position. So we have to start with a dash, then the position, another dash. Then this is isopropyl. Then we have to say that we have 2-methyl. The first one is at the second and the second one is at the third position. So we have to use again a dash first and we have to write the positions 2 and 3 and we have to use dash, then we have to say 2-methyl we have, so it's dimethyl, and without any space we have to write the parent name which corresponds to 10 carbon long chain, which is decane. So this is the first one. Okay, let's move to the second one, the option B. Again, we have to find the longest chain, and like we can guess that we have two alternatives basically. We can start from the left side and we can go through the longest chain, or we can start from the other side, other end, which is from right to left. So which one we have to start? In the both cases, the first branching occurs at the second carbon and here at the second carbon. But I have more substituent on the left side at the second carbon. I have two substituents here. I have one substituent on the right side. So I have to start from the left side. So then let's again use our numbering system. So how many carbons we have in the longest chain? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon. So 6 carbons we have in the longest chain. So this is an hexane. You have a hexane. That's the parent name. Let's write here. This is hexane. And we have all methyl substituent. This is a methyl substituent. At the second position, we have also two methyl substituents. So basically, we have three methyl substituents on the hexane chain. So what are the positions? We have at the second and at the fifth carbons, we have three methyl substituents. So how are we going to write? So we have to write all the numbers. So 2, 2, 5, then dash. We have three methyl group, then the parent is hexane. Okay, let's move to the third option. Again, third option is a long hydrocarbon chain, and we have here chlorine, bromine, and methyl substituent. So which end we have to start? Let's decide. So if we want to start from the left side, let's say here, so the first branching occurs at the 3, and the next one will be 5, right? So, okay, let's write. I'm going to write this is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, we have a substituent, sixth, we have a substituent, 7 and 8. 8 is the longest chain. We have 8 carbon long alkane. Okay, I started from the left side. Is it correct, or if we start from the other side, I'm going to use a different color here. So if I start from the opposite end, from the other end, what will be the numbers? This will be number 1, this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's compare with the from left to right with the black numbers. My positions are, let me use the black color. My positions are, I have a 3 chlorine, 5 bromine, and 6 methyl. However, if we start from the other end to the numbering, my first position will be first 3 methyl, then 4 bromine, then a 6 chlorine. Which one I have to choose? Start numbering. If I check the first branching points, 3 and 3, they are same. Now I have to check the second one, 5 and 4. So we have to start from the right end because the second branching has lower number as compared to the starting numbering from the other end. So red numbers will be the correct way to write the naming. So then let's write the name. I'm going to erase these ones, and I'll just keep the red numbers. Okay, so we have methyl at the third position. We have bromine. We have to say this is bromo at the fourth, and we have a chloro at sixth position. So, and this is 8. 8 is octane. So this is an octane. But we have to write the substituents first. Alphabetically, we have to start writing the substituents. We have bromo, B is the first, then second chlorines, chloro, then M is the last one. So we have to say this is 4 bromo, then 6, let me erase this one, 6 chloro, then we have 3 methyl octane. This is the correct naming. Okay, let's move to the fourth option, which is the D. This is an alcohol. When we have alcohols, we have to start numbering from the end nearer to alcohol functional group. So we have to start from this carbon to the numbering 1, 2, 3, and 4. The longest chain contains 4 carbon, and at the second position we have a methyl substituent. So 4 is butane, but since this is an alcohol, this is going to be butanol. So let's write this is butanol, and the alcohol is at the first carbon, so we have to say this is 1 butanol, and this is 2 methyl butanol. So let's write 2 methyl 1 butanol. This is the old naming system. According to newer naming system, we can use this 1 just before the prefix of the functional group all. So this is 2 methyl butane 1 all. So this is also a correct naming system. Let's move to the next option, which is E. This is a cyclic molecule, and it's a bicyclic molecule. So we have to say this is bi-Cyclo. This is a cyclic molecule, but it's a bicyclic molecule. So we have to say this is bi-Cyclo, and we have to use brackets, and I will explain the numbers in the brackets, but let's look at. So we have here a bridge, and this bridge has only 1 carbon, right? Okay, so this is a 1 carbon bridge, and I have to start numbering from the bridge head, and then I have to move towards the longer chain cyclic part. So this will be number 1. Why I started from here, I will explain. So this will be number 2, this is number 3, this is number 4, this is number 5. We have 5 carbon in this side. In the other side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 also. So they have equal numbers of carbons in the cyclic parts. But I prefer the right side because right side has a substituent at the second position. And you may also ask why you didn't start from here as 1, because I want to give lower number as much as possible to the first branching. So if I start from here 1, 2, 3, 4th position will be my substituent, but here with this way I have second position, the first branching. Okay, so this is 2 bromo. Okay, then after 5 we have to continue numbering in the other cyclic part. So this is 6, 7, 8. Then I have to move to the bridge, and in the bridge I have just 1 carbon, so that will be number 9. This is 9. Let's just erase this one and write again. So we have 9. Okay, so 9 carbon is what it is no name. Okay, so it's no name, and here I have to write how many carbons in each cyclic system and also in the bridge at the end. So in the first one we have like 5, but we are not counting bridge heads, so 1 and 5 will not be counted. So I have here this one, and this one. I have 3 carbons, so you have to say in this cyclic part I have 3, and in the second also it's 3, because here 1, 2, 3, we are not counting bridgehead carbons, so 3. Then when you look at the bridge has only 1 carbon, so this is bi-cyclo 331. Then it's no name, because I have in total 9 carbon, it's a no name. And also I have to say the position of my substituent, it's 2-bromo, right? So you have to start with the substituent 2-bromo bi-cyclo in brackets 331 no name. So this is for E. For F, it's a cyclic, monocyclic system. I have 5 carbon in the cyclic system, and this is pentane, but cyclopentane. So let's write here, this is cyclopentane, and I have 2 substituents, bromine and fluorine. You need to start numbering from the first branching point. I will say this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4, 5. So 5 is pentane, cyclic structure, cyclopentane. Why I started from bromine, not fluorine? Because if you start from fluorine also, like it will be 1, 2, 3. Positions will be same, 1 and 3. But so they are same. We have 2 substituents, they have the 1 and 3 positions. So in this case you have to use alphabetical order, because since bromose B is before fluorine's F in alphabetical order, so I have to start from the bromine carbon to number the ring. Okay, so this is 1-bromo 3-fluorocyclopentane. Let's write here, this is 1-bromo 3-fluoro. Let's erase this one. 3-fluorocyclopentane. Okay, let's move to the last option, which is again a bicyclic system. It's a bi-cyclo, again the name. So let's start numbering from the bridgehead. So this is the first one. I have to move to the longest cyclic system, but they have same number of carbons, so I will choose one side. It's both of them are correct. So this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, and the bridge I have on the bridge I have just 1 carbon, so that will be number 7. Okay, so at number 7 I have a chlorine substituent, so you have to start saying at the 7th position I have a chlorine, 7-chloro. Then this is a bi-cyclo, it's a bicyclic system, it's a bi-cyclo. In bracket I have here in this part, I'm just identifying the carbons. I have 2 carbons in this side, I have 2 carbons on other cyclic system apart from the bridgehead carbons, and on the bridge I have just 1 carbon. Okay, so I have to say that in the longest cyclic system I have 2 carbon. In the second one I have also 2 carbon, they are same actually, and on the bridge I have just 1 carbon. And how many total number of carbons in the cyclic system? I have 7. It's a heptane. You have to say this is heptane. So 7-chloro bi-cyclo 2,2,1 heptane. Thank you so much for watching the video.